What is up, Aries? Katie here from Katie's Intuitive Tarot to do an energy check-in for you. Now, Aries, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be focusing specifically on you, all right? I'm going to be doing a self-love spread. So this is a message for you, Aries. If dogs are significant to you, I was also seeing 1212, so you could be seeing those synchronicities. But what I was getting in the energy right now, Aries, is that I feel that you are examining your self-worth and contemplating what you deserve. All right. Someone here is thinking about love, hope, and gaining a brand new perspective is what I kept on hearing. I was also getting about the importance of family to you, loyalty as well being very significant and important to you. Okay, Phil Collins may be significant. I'm hearing you can't hurry love. You'll just have to wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give or take. Okay, and that's very interesting because that also does work in a sense of self-love. Okay, we're definitely on a journey here, and every day is a battle. Every day, you know, you need to have that relationship of self-love with yourself before you can love anybody else. So let's get into it. The self-love spread that I'm doing today is it's going to be relationship with yourself. Okay, it's going to show your admired qualities. I'm going to be tapping into your shadow self, what needs releasing, and then self-care advice. So let's get into it. Thank you so much for being here. I have gratitude that you are here. I very much appreciate your time and your energy, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is definitely the vibe I was getting. 222 on the clock when I'm saying this. You are working on yourself, okay? I feel like, again, self-worth, focusing on yourself, your financials, okay? Doing well, collaborating with others, and working on strategic ways to manifest things like abundance to come into your life. So, relationship with self for Aries. For the greatest and highest good. Okay, so relationship with yourself. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Absolutely makes sense, especially with the contemplating that I kept on receiving about pros and cons and your self-worth, okay? This has to do with unbiased judgment, trying to create clear boundaries for yourself and be very direct with communication, okay? I feel like lots of you are trying to focus on, okay, what are the facts and the analytics in this situation, instead of bringing in a lot of the emotions that that don't serve me, that I keep on bringing forward. I feel like you're trying to cut that out. Now, relationship with self, I have two cards that came out, okay? We have the Five of Pentacles, and we also have the Lovers. Wow, Aries. I'm hearing love is a battlefield. That song may be significant to you, but it's interesting because the Five of Pentacles has to do with feeling like you're left out in the cold, okay? Worrying, feeling isolated, all right? Feeling shut out in some kind of way. And then on the other side, we have the Lovers, which is all about love and harmony. Relationships between two people, multiple people, okay? This also has to do with alignment, your values, and your choices, especially when it comes to partnership. I feel like right now you are battling yourself. You are trying to give yourself the love, the harmony, also looking for the peace that you deserve is what I'm hearing. But It is not easy, okay? Some of you are in a situation right now where you see so much potential, but then you look around your, let's say, living situation or your financial situation, and it's like there is this little bit of a lack mindset that keeps on pulling you back, okay? And that's not easy. That's not easy at all. And I feel like, I mean, if everyone is truthful here, I feel like everyone's like that. I'm like that, right? You're manifesting it, you're getting into the whole, you know, I am better, I am this, I am that, I am abundant, I am kind, I have gratitude. But then sometimes you get that sinking feeling, I wish I had more. And I feel like everyone feels that way. Aries, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm also getting about being here on Earth. And of course, we are all in a school here on Earth. All right. No one is ever done healing. So for someone to be like, oh, I'm totally healed, I'm fine. No, in my opinion, at least, you can tell me in the comments, you could disagree, but I feel like every day is a lesson. Every day you learn something new. So try to focus on that loving sensation that you want to give yourself, especially knowing that you deserve your own self-love and love from others. Not someone that's going to be hot and cold is what I'm hearing as well. Okay, so admirable qualities for Aries. Qualities that people admire about Aries. Breaking the deck, I have the Queen of Swords showing up again and the Ace of Cups. You don't realize that the people that are around you absolutely love your bluntness. They love that you don't tiptoe around certain situations and that you like to be honest and direct and straightforward. All right. And with the Ace of Cups, even though you may be struggling with your self-love, okay, other people look at you as a new beginning, a ray of hope. This has to do with pure love. All right. Compassion, also very much in healing mode. And people see that. People are seeing that you have changed, that you are different, okay? It's funny how, you know, we are always our biggest criticizer, right? But we have no idea how other people see us. And that's why I love this part of the spread. What do other people admire about Aries? Admirable qualities. That's a lot. What do we got here? Okay. Interesting. So you guys may be seeing 555 as well. And multiple fives have to do with change. So changes are definitely coming. And again, I feel like you are in this process right now. Okay. What people see and admire about you. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands and the 5 of Wands came out. And I think this very strongly has to do with the loyalty perspective. That is very important to you. Okay. Aries, you are not scared of disagreements and conflicts. Tension, okay? If there's conflict of any sort or disagreements, discord, okay? You're okay and you do not have a problem voicing what your needs are, what your expectations are. And it might ruffle a few feathers, but I'm hearing, I don't care, like unbothered. All right. And lots of people do not have the strength or courage, tenacity that you have. You're totally okay to be passionate. All right. And, get into verbal disagreements if you have to stand up for what is energetically right for you or others that you love. Absolutely beautiful, Aries. Now, we also have the Two of Wands here. People look at you and they see that you are progressing. And I did say this, okay? You are changing. You're making decisions and you're focusing on your future. You're doing a lot of future planning, soul searching, and self discovery as well to try and make some kind of long term vision, is what I'm hearing. Some of you may live near a body of water. There also may be someone at a distance to you. Okay, so take that if it resonates. It's interesting too because in this photo, this person standing there has a little world right in their hands. All right. And I think what you don't realize, my dear Aries, is that people look at you like you have the world in your hands. Okay. Some of you may work online, work remote. Okay. We also have the Eight of Wands showing up in your admirable qualities, which makes sense, especially when it comes to communication. And the Eight of Wands is fast moving, fast paced change communication. This is action and alignment. This also could have to do with travel, and we did see distance here. So maybe some of you actually are not only remote, but maybe you do have to travel back and forth to the office every once in a while, or you have to take a flight or drive quite a distance to get to wherever you are working. But you are totally down with quick, fast-paced change. You're very adaptable, is what I'm hearing. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's look at the shadow self. Shadow self for Aries, the Hanged Man and the Queen of Wands as I'm breaking the deck. You're done being in limbo because, again, there's something about you gaining insight and hope and a new perspective, especially when it comes to your self-worth, okay? Shadow self. Shadow self for Aries. Shadow self for Aries. I'm hearing dark night of the soul. So some of you may have recently gone through that. Not easy. It's not easy to look at your shadow self. It's not. If you've made it this far, awesome. I'm so glad that you're still here. All right. It's only for the brave is what I'm hearing. Shadow self for Aries. It is only for the brave. Everyone's got a shadow. All right. Everyone's got a shadow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of freaking Pentacles. Hell yes. Some of you do very well financially, okay, with your job, whether it's generational wealth, you take what resonates. You do really well when it comes to contributing to your family, your stability, and your long-term success, okay? Now, for some of you, because 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, the shadow self that came out was the 8 of Swords. Some of you specifically do really well financially. You get paid very well, but you freaking hate your job. Okay? Or maybe there's something that your job does that you just don't. I'm hearing it doesn't feel right. So maybe you're doing something that pays you really well, but you're not overly into what your company's values are. More morality. I'm hearing morality as well, okay? So some of you have negative thoughts about your job. Now, some of you feel literally stuck in some kind of situation that gives you stability, okay? Some of you feel stuck in your job and it's like, I've been here forever. I don't know anything else that's going to pay me this good and have this security or, you know, have this very set schedule in some cases, right? Oh, I work Monday to Friday. That's great. Why would I want to go somewhere else that will pay me less and I'll have to work on the weekends? Like I'm getting that kind of energy. But with the Eight of Swords here, it's like you really have a lot of negative thoughts that kind of keep on, I'm hearing turning your gears, right? Something that makes you feel like you're imprisoned or stuck. Now, just remember, Aries, you are a freaking badass and you are good and flexible, okay? I mean, I feel like for a sign that's an earth sign like myself, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we have a hard time with change. We like to do the same thing over and over and over again. But you, Aries, you're never imprisoned. You're never stuck. Some of you feel like you're stuck because someone that you're with is financially stable, but you're not as financially stable. So you feel like you're stuck, like a victim. All right. We all need to work on our victim mentality, and you are not alone in this. We all feel like victims. And I know it's hard going through the process, but the best advice and what I can give you from what I've learned in my life and the shitty cards I've been given, it happens for you. It doesn't happen to you. And at the time, you would, I can hear you saying, fuck you. How could something like that happen to me for me? That makes no sense. But it does. And it's something you will see later, is what I am hearing. Okay? Let's go to your releasing. What does Aries need to release? 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. I'm hearing, come sail away with me. And now I'm getting Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Whatever you have are going to release has taken or has been a very long time coming. All right. Some of you may have Sagittarius placements in your chart. We have a lot of course, Wands, which is your energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We do have Taurus and we have Gemini as well. And then down in the Eight of Swords, we have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, just for anyone that wants me to call out the signs. The moon was just on the bottom of the deck, okay? Some of you may have a Pisces in your chart, dealing with a Pisces, or just very intuitive, all right? But whatever this is that's releasing, it's something that you've kept hidden. Some kind of secret, some kind of mystery to others, okay? So, what needs releasing, or what is Aries working on releasing? Thank you for these messages. Ooh, the tragically hip may be significant to you, Aries. I'm hearing, I don't know if the song's called Courage, but that's the part of it I'm hearing. Courage, my word, didn't come, it doesn't matter. Courage. You do have the courage. You do have the strength to get through this for sure. All right. So, bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck. I have the Four of Cups showing up here. Okay. Some of you want to release something that just simply bores you. Okay. This has something to do with someone that it's emotionally unsatisfying. Again, it could be a person. It could be a habit. It could be your job that doesn't fulfill you, that you don't want anymore. It's something that bores you. I'm like, I hear, I'm bored. Okay. And again, Four of Cups has to do with meditation, contemplation, reevaluating and turning inward, right? I was getting all of those vibes for you. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so releasing. We have the World and we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Now, you may have a very strong fixed energy in your chart somewhere. Okay. Also, you could be dealing with or have someone close to you that is a fixed sign, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. I just, I'm calling them out for you. But there's something about you wanting or are in the process of ending some kind of cycle. Releasing something so that you can start new is what I'm hearing. Okay. For some of you, just I'm hearing as well from Spirit with the Six of Pentacles here. Some of you are releasing someone that was not being as reciprocal. Okay. Like you're giving more than this person in whatever this situation is. Okay. This has to do with, you being great with generosity and charity and trying to balance financial manners. You are very giving. Some of you, oh my goodness, some of you help the homeless, I'm hearing. Even if it is, you see somebody and you give them $5. Like that makes somebody's day because then they can eat that day. That is absolutely beautiful, Aries. But what I'm getting is lots of you are releasing someone that is not putting in the time, energy, and effort that you are putting in. So you'll know if that message is for you. Okay? This has to do with releasing, going through a completion. Okay? Some of you are retiring, I'm hearing. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. So, let's get into your self-care advice. Self-care advice for Aries. I don't want to be bored anymore, okay? Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. Some of you don't want to fight this boredom anymore, and you want to for sure move on into a new chapter that has to do with your creativity, youthful opportunities. Some of you may be teachers or work with younger people, okay? But the fun thing about this is that this has to do with new possibilities, curiosities, inspiration. Self-care advice for Aries. Bottom of the deck, we have it, the King of Wands. I'm hearing that song. I think it's Emmeline or something like that. You can correct me in the comments. But it's like, I forgot I was a badass bitch. Look it up. It's a really good one. And it has all to do with self-care and forgetting that themselves in a moment because of the relationship that they had with each other, and she releases this person and she's like, how could I forget I was a badass bitch? Hell to the yes. And that's the energy I'm getting here with the King of Wands. Because, I mean, Aries, you guys are natural born leaders. All right. Lots of you are very passionate, creative. You come up with visions, ideas. Okay. So, self-care advice for Aries. And then we'll close her out. Self-care advice for Aries for their greatest and highest good. I also, again, want to say thank you for being here. If you're comfortable, comment where you're from. I'd love to hear it. Also, if you could consider liking, subscribing, all of that really helps your girl out, especially with the algorithms, because it is hard out here. It is hard out here. Now, what's beautiful with this self-care advice and this at the bottom of the deck, you don't realize this, but your manifestations are coming into fruition, okay? I'm getting that you do have a lot of skill. You're very diplomatic, is what I'm hearing, okay? You have conscious awareness that lots don't have. And I feel like you are alchemizing a brand new beginning. Wow. I'm hearing that song, Listen to Your Heart. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart. So that song may be significant for you, Aries. Now, what did we get here? Ooh, we got quite a few. Okay. So, self-care advice, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. 7, 8, 9. You could be seeing those numbers on repeat. Okay. But this beautiful advice is your perseverance, your energy and your effort, and you are reviewing your energy and effort and what your long-term view or goals are for the future. All right. I'm hearing like I want sorry guys, I have a stutter. Sustainable advice, sustainable results, excuse me. Okay. And this has to do with you looking at all of your time, energy, and effort and deciding, what would I like to do next? Do I want to plant more seeds and continue to watch this grow? Or should I take this out and plant elsewhere? Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is you working on your skills. Okay. You're working very diligently, very hard. Some of you may be going back to school with skill development, or maybe learning a hands-on trade. I'm hearing apprenticeship. This also has to do with you doing repetitive tasks, but you're keeping your head down and you're just patiently, quietly working on what you got to get done. I'm hearing get her done. Get her done. Okay? Absolutely gorgeous. And last but not least, an absolutely beautiful Nine of Cups. This has to do with you moving into complete satisfaction. Aries, wow. You feeling content. Having gratitude. Again, self-indulgence. Okay? Give yourself a break. Give yourself some time. You enjoy to take a 15-minute walk. Give yourself that time. You like to sit for 30 minutes in a bath and have a glass of wine. Do it. Give yourself the time and energy and self-care that you deserve. And the great thing about this is the Nine of Cups is also a wish that comes true. that gives you emotional excitement, happiness. Absolutely gorgeous, Aries. Holy heck. Wow. Beautiful energy, that is for sure. Let's get you some final words here. I feel like getting a healing oracle. Let's switch things up here. There it is. Okay. Final words for Aries for their greatest and highest good. Look at this, breaking the deck. I have listened to life. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way to the internal. On the other side, we have serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do the work. Wow. Releasing it to the universe. I'm hearing, I can go with the flow. Final words for Aries. Final words for Aries. Final words. Oh, alrighty. There was no fooling around there. Two came back out. So we have transformation. I cannot make this up. Some of you may, have Scorpio in your chart, be dealing with a Scorpio. Listen to this. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weakness and refining my strengths. Wow. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Gorgeous. And we also have elevation here. I free myself from fear and I trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I will rise above all doubt. Ooh-wee, very powerful. Aries, I very much hope this helped you and gave you some clarity. You're doing beautiful on your self-love journey. Again, I hope you enjoyed it and I appreciate your time. If you do want a personal reading with me, my information is in my about box. But besides that, you got this, Aries. Absolutely gorgeous. Take care.